huge stamina, because they don't have to. They don't have to unless they're running from one end to the other. And 9 times out of 10, it's easy. You can do that because it doesn't take you 45.
No, we're not saying they're not well-conditioned athletes, but when you're used to starting out,
sport.
Exactly, they started out in high school doing this all their life, and this is a totally different sport, which takes constant movement, constant cardio, constant attrition, and it's very taxing on your lungs. We all know that from just watching it. We've been watching this stuff from back in UFC 1, so you have to be conditioned, and you have to definitely have cardio, especially if you're carrying all that weight as a heavyweight. You're going to get gassed. Just look at Country Gravy. He's a prime example. He wins all the time, but he's not the most.
They should set some kind of a standard that okay, you have to do X amount of miles before you stop and puke or whatever it is, or X amount of type of exercise to make sure you're physically capable of lasting a round or two. Because when they're doing, don't get me wrong, man. If I get in there, I'd be gassed after 30 seconds.
Yeah,
just because I'm not a fighter.
Well, no, we're talking about what we see fighters, professional fighters in the WEC, the UFC, Strikeforce, back in Pride. The heavyweights were always well conditioned. They go 3 to 5 rounds, no problem. But this, that's why they have 2 rounds, I guess, because they could barely make it through 1. The second round is a total. You might as well turn it off because it's garbage. Yeah. It's garbage, and I'm glad they don't bring it. A couple of the fights might have went to the 3rd round, but I'm sure glad they didn't do it. It's just not worthwhile. The whole freaking program is not worthwhile tuning in. But I'll probably be watching your next fight.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move on here, and what's some of December's UFC cards coming up here that we can look for?
December 12th is UFC 107. That is going to be good, but I'm just waiting for injuries to happen.
Oh yeah,
I'm just waiting for injuries to happen.
Wouldn't it be nice if you have like other sports have, like a AAA, like baseball has AAA, basketball has the developmental league, a league that younger fighters just coming up can fight other fighters, but it's more geared towards training that fighter, and bringing him up. Maybe this person has to have so many fights or be in there so many years before they're eligible to sign that contract, so they can get that training, and we don't see garbage coming into the UFC, the WEC.
Right.
We get some good talented fighters that have had some good fights. They should have something like that.
That's a really good point, because that would have weeded out a lot of this garbage that's come from the drama show. I mean, let's face it, man. A lot of these guys, we went over in our last big vlog. We had all these. Bisping came back, but it doesn't mean he's back for good. I can tell you right now. He gets in with another big contender and takes another one on the chin like that, like he did in the very beginning of the Kang fight. He took one on the chin and he hit the deck. He was lucky to come back from that. So, and Dennis Kang didn't jump on it, which he should have, but I'm not going to make no excuse for Dennis Kang. Dennis Kang got his ass kicked.
Yeah, got his ass beat.
So, but that being said, I mean, he did catch him. I mean, it was like, I think maybe the 2nd or 3rd punch.
I think we both picked Kang on winning that one. We had no idea. We thought Blowsbing would have been an afterthought, and he would have, we would have never heard from him again. But he's back, so give him props.
Yeah.
Give him props.
Credit for sure. I give him credit.
I do.
And he's actually, like I said too, there's a few interviews I put on our homepage where he's actually very humble and actually seemed like a very down-to-earth guy. It actually seemed kind of cool. So,
which what we usually see of him, he's arrogant, cocky, drunk, or something like that. Which it's good to see this side of him, because I guess getting knocked out and then getting a hammer fist implanted on your face makes you a little bit humble, which is cool. Yeah. Thanks, Endo. But we'll see. Like we're talking about Strikeforce too. Hendo. Speaking of Hendo, he's signed with Strikeforce. Now with Hendo signing,
he's claiming that didn't happen, but Dana's saying I guarantee he has. So I mean, there's kind of speculation there, but
we might see other big names. Fedor's over there. We got Kung Lee's over there. There's some good fighters over there. When people's contracts are up, are they going to be re-signing with UFC, or are they going to be going over to Strikeforce? Strikeforce wants to stake their claim. There's no more affliction. So
I would love to see Strikeforce come up and be a mainstay promotion, just like UFC. I don't care if they get as big as UFC. I'd like to see him at least stick.
Well, you see what happened when Pride got big like UFC. What happened?
Yeah, Dana bought him.
Yeah, bought him out, so he wouldn't have that competition.
Right.
And that's unfortunate.
A lot of people, some people might not know the whole reason why doing that is because he could buy Pride, bring people in one at a time to create more excitement. You know what I mean? we just brought back Rampage. Oh, we just brought back this guy.
Yeah.
We just brought in Ricardo Almeida. You know, I mean, you can bring guys in one at a time, make it more exciting, and build off, and just advertise each guy, making it more exciting, and being you don't have another company to compete with, you can pay them as little as possible.
Yeah,
because
monopolization,
you know. So hopefully they don't get to the point where I don't know if Strikeforce is a publicly traded company. I'm assuming it's probably not. And if it were, I'm assuming. I don't think Dana could buy it right now if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
well, you know, I'm glad that they got over in Japan. They got the Dream now. You know, Dream Fighting, which is
it's like a year
of Pride. Yeah, it's good because
it's great,
you know when Dana bought Pride, we really never hear anything about it. Is it around anymore?
Yeah.
Because I really don't hear a lot about it. I don't hear a lot of good cards about it. You know, I go online, I watch a lot of Dream fights, and there's some good fighters there.
Yeah.
You know, same with good fighters that don't want to be under the dictatorship of Dana.
Yeah.
I guess. You know.
You know what? There's another thing too. Is I wanted to touch on again is I can't guarantee every one of them are going to be good. Which is I'm talking about Strikeforce Challengers. It's like one of them cards where okay, there's no title shot here, and this is what I'm assuming is why it's calling it Challengers. Is there's no title shot fight here. There's no title fight. So it's just Strikeforce Challengers. You just saw 4 a few weeks ago. It was on the night before the Fedor fight. The Fedor Rogers fight. Which that was a good night of fights. I would say, which obviously the Fedor fight, everybody was looking forward to that. Everybody had to see that. I'd rather see the Fedor fight than the whole night of fights the night before. But the whole night of fights the night before, which was Challengers 4, was awesome. I mean, yeah, it was great. If I would have known it was going to be like that, I'd throw a tape in and tape it. Just every fight was just
exciting. Yeah, that's what Pride used to be. Total action-packed excitement. And another thing I was bringing up too, when you get this stalling like Couture was doing, and we've had it before.
Oh yeah.
And the UFC, they've been doing it a lot. You know, they break it up. You know, when they do it. But by that time, 45 seconds to a minute already went by. They should do what they did in Pride, and that is bring out the yellow card penalty and a 10 or 20% deduction of your purse, which you get at the end of the fight. For you know, that all of a sudden when they broke that out,
I'm gonna move my ass and get going here. Yeah.
Yeah, when they broke that out in Pride, all of a sudden everybody's kicking and punching and doing jiu-jitsu, and everybody knows how to fight now, you know. Well, hey, that's what you got to do when you start effing with people's money.
Yeah.
They get a little motivated, and I think that's what needs to happen. But
yeah, because I mean, we've
seen it a lot.
Seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 too many stale matches like that that need to change big time. Yeah, that's actually a very good idea in rules. Either that, or at least step up the ref breaking it up and saying, look, man, you guys need to get at it, you know, get a point deducted or something. Yeah. Maybe even just a point deducted rather than the yellow card, which would be the same thing, really, kind of. But maybe messing with the money would be even a better idea. Who knows? But,
yeah, because you know the point, you could probably make it up if you really mixed it up, you know, a little bit. You know, got some punches in it. But once you lose your money, you lose your money. You know, you don't want another one of those cards. You know?
That's true.
That's true. I don't know. I just think it would work because it worked in Pride. But we'll see. I don't think there's going to be any changes soon. But okay, we've touched on what we're going to touch on, and we would like some feedback from you guys. Definitely some feedback. Give us your comments. Write it on. You know, we'll have some segments of this on YouTube. You know, we'll have the whole thing probably, or segments of it on the website, MMA Breakdown. Please join us. You know, give your comments and give your thoughts, and we would like to hear from you.
Awesome, man. Thanks. We'll see you.
Take care.